This week on Now Here with Chris and Kell.
Someone has to float in the pool with a cocktail.
We recently hauled out our boat for the season, and now we're headed back to the States.
All loaded up back there. We have to make a pit stop at the cruiser's lounge. Drop this off.
Yeah, and then at the boat to drop a bunch of other stuff off, so that will be fun.
Yep.
This part was not fun.
All done. You ready?
Yes.
Look at this thing. It's as ready as we can make him. Let's go, dude. It's time to hit the road.
Okay, let's do this.
We hit the open road with our beast of a minivan. She's got some miles on her, so let's hope we make it. Not excited about a pit stop in this desert. It took us just over an hour to get to the border, and once there, we were holding our breath, not knowing what to expect for this crossing. We waited patiently in line until it was our turn. Good news, we made it through without setting off any lights or alarms. Guess our van is more incognito than we thought.
Where's the welcome to the States sign?
They don't care that you're here.
Just a few hours to go until we arrive in Phoenix. Not a whole lot to stop for along the way, but we did see a fair amount of desert landscape, which was actually pretty unique to us, being from the Northwest. Somewhere along the way, we found a convenience store and decided we were due for a snack and a cold beverage. Glad we did, because this place had something surprisingly delicious and totally up Chris's alley.
Got some road snacks.
I have pork belly, fried pork belly there, man. How do you pass that up?
That looks dankety. Delish.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
We went a little further and finally,
We have arrived.
We're here, let's go check in.
we checked in and got settled and immediately fell asleep because we had to get up at the butt crack of dawn tomorrow for our flight out of Phoenix to Portland.
3:30 in the morning, not a soul in sight. City's looking like a ghost town on a moonless summer night. Hey, guess what we found in our bed last night? This is Chinese food from dinner. This fell out when I was trying to get into the bed. That's weird, right? But it's startling and it makes you not enjoy your night's sleep as much when a knife falls out of your bed.
Packed up the room. We're good to just shut this, right? I think when people say it's hot as an oven outside, they've never been to Phoenix. Because this is legitimately hot. And this should be the coldest part of the day. And it's probably, mid-90s? It's just startling. You walk out the door and it just hits you like a wall.
We got a ride from the hotel shuttle to the airport and gave ourselves plenty of time.
We've made it. We have to check a bag.
And of course, before boarding, we needed to cash in on our Starbucks rewards. Haven't been able to use those while in Mexico. We were bound straight for Portland now. Be there before you know it.
We're outside and it feels like it's air conditioned. It's only 66 here in Portland. And we left 112.
Yeah.
Anyway, we landed back in Portland. We're here. We're gonna take an Uber to our car and then we'll have wheels.
Yeah. Another change of pace.
Yep. It's a whole new world.
We took an Uber to get our little commuter car. It was so refreshing seeing all the greenery again. Felt really good to be back already.
We're home.
Yep.
I got my Baconator and we got our car back.
Yeah. Sweet.
Now we gotta do some clothes shopping because Kelly's got a fancy work soiree tonight.
And we have nothing to wear.
So we're going to my company's work function, a summer soiree.
It's fancy.
It is fancy.
There's rosé, but it's not regular rosé. It's frosé. And they this weird porta potty thing that is the fanciest porta potty ever to exist. There's music and perfume on your anus and all sorts of things.
One of those things is true.
Well, I don't know. There's probably anus
I don't know what
fragrance in your room.
what porta potty you were in. They don't spray your anus.
I didn't say they sprayed it.
Oh.
They provided for you. Parfum de toilette. It's French.
Anyway, we're going to a fancy party.
We're gonna get the good food and the good drinks, and I'm gonna plan on making it longer than 90 minutes, which is the last time I went to their party house. I went to a wedding there,
Yep.
and I made it 90 minutes, and I drank too many drinks, and I ended up passed out in the back of the car. Practice our soiree laugh. Are you ready?
Right.
Delightful.
Party time. It felt amazing to be reunited with my work family. While I was busy catching up with everyone, Chris was on the move.
It's time to check out what's important. So this is the fancy bathroom sitch. And this is the porta potty. Got a sink with plumbing, air conditioning, a toilet, a urinal, extra paper. Smells fantastic in here. Cool though, right? I didn't even have to use it.
A few moments later.
Someone has to float in the pool with a cocktail.
We had an absolutely fabulous time. It was a great way to be welcomed back. The next few weeks would be a whirlwind of events. Between family and friends, we crammed in as much as we possibly could. First thing we did, take a trip to the beach of all places. I got my old desk back, which was so nice in its own weird way. We played in the lake, got back into the Portland culinary scene, went to the county fair, and even got our rodeo on. We caught as many football games as we could. We also did some outdoorsy stuff,
I'm hiking now.
as well as some indoorsy stuff. We also got back into traditional kitchen-style cooking, since we were no longer limited on galley space or smaller appliances. The company I work for let us stay in one of their properties, which would later be replaced with a new home, so the timing was perfect. Meanwhile, back at the boat, Hurricane Hillary was brewing, and we weren't exactly sure what that meant, or what and if there was anything we could do about it.
Hillary now making landfall over the northern Baja California peninsula with maximum sustained winds of 65 miles per hour. The National Hurricane Center saying catastrophic and life-threatening flooding likely.
So we're both trying to remain optimistic because this is our house and this is our life and everything.
Fortunately, everything was just fine, and we freaked out over nothing. It got pretty windy in the yard, but our 12-ton big boy was just fine. One thing we always participate in is Portland's Burger Week, where several restaurants throughout the city offer a specialty burger for $8 all week long. This year's list had 80 options. We knew we couldn't hit them all, but we sure as hell tried.
Burger Week.
Burger Week
2023.
Portland 2023.
Here it is, Kelly. The last burger of Burger Week.
If you're curious, between the two of us, we hit 22 restaurants that week. And the burger math on that is a lot. You can tell by the way our pants fit now. Our final days here in Portland were approaching, and the sucky feeling of saying our goodbyes was in full effect. Our time here was very special, and we'll be counting down the days until our next visit. Chris and I then parted ways. I went to Iowa to see my family while Chris tied up some loose ends for us. We had a lot of things to grab that we could only get in the States, and Chris was the perfect gopher. Oh, American Airlines. Haven't had a problem until now, but having a problem. Got stuck in Charlotte, North Carolina on my layover because they took too long on the tarmac getting us off the plane. So I missed my connecting flight, got to stay in a hotel for the night. A bit of a process there, but off to Iowa this morning. Gonna take advantage of the free shuttle service. This whole thing should be free. After 24 hours of travel, I landed in Iowa, and Chris was also moving about the country.
Good morning, coming to you from San Diego. It's been quite an ordeal getting here. Staying with my cousin, if you recall, he lives here. And now I've got a few errands to run because we need a new solar panel and a few other things, some bottom paint and things like that. Just ordered and paid for the new solar panel. They're gonna bring it out. Hope it fits. There, easy peasy.
Chris then flew from San Diego to Chicago, where I would pick him up as my family just lived a few hours away, and we both really hadn't experienced this part of the country.
Just landed in Chicago, Illinois. Kelly's going to pick me up. We're gonna spend the weekend here.
Keep watching for this week's blooper reel, sponsored by our patron, Donald G. We made it, we're back in the States. How do you feel?
Slightly numb still, because I had emergency surgery in my mouth. Your drink's right over there on the ground. I left it on the ground.
Thank you, dear.
You're welcome. Guess what?
What?
Chicken butt.
So we are going to. Are you gonna let me talk?
No, I got one more thing to say.
Alright, my arm's getting
Because I
tired.
forget things.
I'd like to wrap this up now.
Are you doing the dismount? Do you need help? Would you like some assistance?
Nah.
Woo! Good job!
Why, hello there.
Hi!